Hello, happy Sunday. I know I'm uploading this video a little bit late. This week has been a crazy week. So it's Halloween Sunday today. Yesterday was my birthday. So it's just been a crazy little week for me. But that doesn't mean that I'm slacking on my 100 Days of Code challenge. Not at all. So a little bit about this week, and then I'm going to go into the video for today. So days 5 and 6, I worked on graphs and graph traversal. Graphs are so important, especially if you're working with like social networking and things like that. They're really important, and they could be used for regular everyday software engineering. So it's something I wanted to be more versed on and more familiar with, because that could be something that I use in a future job. So I spent days 5 and 6 doing that, graph traversal, etc. And then Monday and Tuesday, I really worked on LeetCode and becoming more comfortable with that. I do a little bit of LeetCode every day, but I really just spent most of my days on Monday and Tuesday working on LeetCode. What else? So Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, I was focusing on AWS. So AWS is really where we are today. I don't have experience with it or cloud computing, so that's something that I definitely want to become also comfortable with. I mean, a lot of companies use cloud computing and, things like that, and not everything's going to be in your local environment. So I'm really becoming comfortable with that, and I plan on getting my certification after I learn Python. So that's what I was doing Friday, and today I took a break yesterday for my birthday. So I'm working on Python and learning Python. I already know Ruby and Ruby on Rails, and Python is somewhat similar from what I've heard. So I kind of want to use that because I know that it's a super popular language. It's been voted the #1 language a few years. So I'm definitely interested in learning Python. And when I first started software engineering, I was interested in learning it. And the bootcamp that I went to focused on Ruby, which is fine because I really enjoy Ruby. I like working with Ruby, and Python is similar, so I'm sure I'd like working with Python as well. So that is just what I've been working on this week. And then let's get into the video, and I will talk about what we're doing today with Python. Back with Python. Right now I'm using an online editor, online-python.com. The link will be below. That way you can easily see what's here and what's below. I could use my terminal, but this was just easier for right now. So let's start with the basics with Python. So what would the basics be if you're dealing with the language for the first time? For me, I would say how to define a variable, right? So we deal with variables all the time with different languages, and they're like the main part of it. So we're going to do variable equals whatever variable, right? And that is just how you define it very quickly. And then if I want to see what my variable is, I would do print. And then I would do var. And then run, and whatever variable comes out. Now, if I wanted to just print this instead, that would work as well. So these are just like the basics of Python. So now let's get into what we're doing today. So today we're going to talk about strings. So strings is one of the data types of Python. Python is an object-oriented language. So string is one of the data class types. So there's strings, there's integers, there's floats. Lists are basically arrays, what you call arrays in other languages. Dictionaries are like hash maps, hash objects. And then there's booleans as well. There's different types of data types. But today we're only going to be working on strings. But if you're ever working with something and you're unsure of how to find the data type for it, what you would do is print, and then you would do type, and then another parentheses, and then you would say hi. And this would show, this is the class of a string. And if I put the number 7, then it would give me integer, right? If I did 7.7, it would give me a float. So if you're ever confused on what the data type is, you can always do that little trick. But today, like I said, we're only working with strings. So I can do var equals hi. var2 will equal hello. my name is Ashley. I'm going to copy this. Oops. And then we're going to say var3 is equal to, she said, hello, my name is Ashley. But do you see what happened here? This is no longer considered a string because it thinks that this is the closing string, but clearly it's not. So how do we rectify that? So essentially what we would do is we would put this little number here and then that little number there, and that'll say, okay, so this isn't closing, this is the start of a new string, this is the end of that new string, and then this is the end of the overall string. So this should work if we print out var, and then we're going to print out var2, and then we're going to print out var3, right? And they should all be there. Hi, hello, my name is Ashley. She said, with the quotes, hello, my name is Ashley. So now if I want to find out, is the letter I located in var2? I'm trying to find out if I is in variable number 2. Let's see. True. Yes, I is located in variable number 2. So a Boolean is what prints out. True. What if I want to say, let me see. What if I want to iterate through the string and I want to say for, let's see, B in var3. Oops, that's not var3. And then I'll say print B. Print B. Okay. Oops. And then it says, this iterates through, she said, comma, hello, my name is Ashley. So it iterates through everything. So that's just quickly how to work with it. If I wanted to say, because that's going to be super long if I keep that in there actually. So if I wanted to say var print var plus var2, it's going to come out, hi, hello, my name is Ashley. You see how it doesn't even leave for the space. So you would physically need to do plus var2, right, to create the space. Hi, hello, my name is Ashley. So it's very easy to concat them together. And then what else can we do? I'm trying to think. What else can I show you about the strings? Oh, if I wanted to say, right, we're going to change this to this and that to that. And if I want to say print, and it's going to be var2 dot var3 3 dot format, and then we're going to say he and it's going to say, he said, hello, my name is Bob, right? He said, hello, my name is Bob. You insert it like that. So you're inserting, right, var3 dot format, he for this first one, and then Bob for the second one. And then let me copy this, right? And I'll say, they said, hello, my name is Irene. Run. They said, hello, my name is Irene. So you're able to format whatever you want in there because their name isn't always going to be Ashley and they're not always going to be a she. So those are just some other ways that you can look at it. And then just a few items that you can use for strings. So for instance, strip, that's a function where it would take out the extra white space or a period. Lower would put anything in capital letters lowercase, and it would be like this with the parentheses. What else is there? Title, capitalize the first letter. There's split, there's find, there's find, there's replace. There are a ton of different ways that you can use it. I like Python, like I mentioned earlier. I think it's a very easy to understand language, and I think because I am familiar with Ruby already, it kind of helps with my understanding of it, but I think it's also very simplistic to use, and I could see why it's such a popular language, because I'm having fun working with it. It's just so fun to use. So I'm gonna have the links below on some of the things that I've used today, and I definitely hope you check it out. I will be back and I'll work on another data type likely next week, because I will be continuing to work on this. So yeah, super duper excited.